Hi, Assalamualaikum. We're going to continue on the occupational health and control, in which we're going to discuss on the ergonomics. In this ergonomics, we're going to look into the manual handling, standing, sitting, and VDUs, video display units. The term ergonomics means that the scientific discipline concerned with the understanding of interaction among humans and other elements of a system. So ergo means work and nomos means law. And the simple definition for ergonomics is fitting the job to the worker, in which including the workstation, tools and equipment. So they have the correct sitting position, standing position, lifting, handling and so on. Why ergonomics is important? Because by overdoing or repeating doing or sitting in not correct way, it will develop pain and it will cause long-term injury. By doing the repetitive motion, it will definitely develop the pain, such as the musculoskeletal disorder, in which it affects the muscle, nerve, blood vessel, ligament, tendons, and the symptom come with the discomfort, pain, numbness, a loss of motion, stiff joint, and all of these are caused by the bad ergonomics. And look at the statistic for the 2021 on the occupational disease and poisoning. We can see that occupational musculoskeletal disorder due to the ergonomics is the number 3, top 3. We have the noise related and also the biological agent. So it shows that ergonomics one of the main contributor for the occupational disease. Most of the occupational problem coming from manufacturing followed by service. And for ergonomics, there are 3 guidelines that have been published by the Ministry of Human Resource, in which the first one, the guideline on the sitting at work, and then they have the guideline for working with video display unit, VDU, and also we have the guideline on the standing at work. Manual handling of material. This is the common activity in the most workplaces, especially in manufacturing, in which it includes lifting, lowering, pulling, pushing, carrying. It can be a heavy, light object, and it can cause injuries. Musculoskeletal disorder, in which involve the back, neck, shoulder, arms, and hands. And it can be prevented through a systematic approach, in which they have the identification, assessment, and control of the risk in the manual handling. So let's watch the video on the material handling.
The effective handling and storing of materials is vital to many industries. When manually moving materials, workers should be aware of potential injuries, including strains and sprains from improperly lifting loads or from carrying loads that are either too large or too heavy, fractures, cuts, or bruises caused by being struck by materials or by being caught in pinch points. To reduce the amount of times material is being moved or handled, consider the following. Optimize the movement of materials to eliminate unnecessary manual handling steps, such as combining operation locations, shortening carrying distances, and monitoring inventory so that stock is not moved more than necessary. Use conveyors to link workstations and reduce carrying distance. Store materials close to where they are needed, and use rollers to eliminate manual lifting and carrying. While loading and unloading small trucks, use a sliding bed to avoid overreaching and carrying in an awkward position. Use ramps to avoid lifting and dragging over edges. Use containers that allow fluids to pour or empty without lifting the container. Use a powered stair climber to reduce effort of carrying loads and reduce force needed to move loads up and down the stairs. Use a vacuum lift to eliminate manual lifting and carrying of large packages, containers, boxes, and barrels. For the latest health and safety updates and more safety tip videos, visit our website at www.cos-mag.com. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at COS Magazine. For Canadian Occupational Safety, I'm Amanda Siliker.
Risk management or manual handling, there are 4 steps in which required to manage the risk under the Work Safety Health WSH risk assessment or risk management regulation, in which they have to assess the risk, take all reasonably practical steps, eliminate any risk. And let's look at the hazard associated with manual handling, in which lifting anything 25 kg load can cause back injuries. Okay, so the way you handle the heavy lifting, it must be in the correct posture. Dealing with the sharp object, in which have potential for cuts on the fingers, arms, in which coming from the debris, okay, from the metal scrap. And for the odd shape, in which sometimes the object have no grip to hold, there's no handle, and also by carrying many objects can obstruct the walking views. And common injuries from manual handling, in which we have neck strain, wrist sprain, back sprain, shoulder pain, upper back pain, slip, trip and fall, okay, due to the not proper material handling. And then we have cuts. Always keep your back straight while lifting. Okay, this is the correct position in which you have to keep your back straight. If the object is too heavy, you can use the lifting aids, lifter. And lifting aid, you have trolleys, okay, we have the conveyor belt, and then we have a forklift lifting device and so on. Sometimes you can lift heavy object with another person, or we call it the body lifting, so it will distribute the weight. Selection of PPE for manual handling, you have to check whether there are any sharp or point edges, okay, before you lifting the object. Is it enough to prevent injuries or occupational diseases? Does the PPE fit you correctly? Okay, if you're wearing the safety boot, make sure it's in correct size. The protective glove won't slip off from your hand. And then you have the proper size helmet, working apron tied up neatly. Okay, you have goggles, and also sometimes you need a face mask. Okay. Does the PPE wear out easily? Is it easy to clean and maintain? And these are the PPE for manual handling. We have glove, protective glove. We have safety boots, helmet, working apron or safety overall. We have the goggles and also the face mask. Job designed to prevent manual handling injuries, in which we are going for team handling for heavy or odd shaped loads. And then we need to have some break to reduce muscular fatigue. And then you have job rotation, so that you can alternate between heavy and light activity, and rearrange workplace to reduce twisting, stretching and stopping. Okay, this is lots of bending occur here. And keep heavy loads around the waist level. Use of mechanical handling aids to assist, and pack heavy material into small container. Instead of having 30 kg, you can divide into 2 boxes of 15 kg. Okay, you have the trolley to assist you carrying the heavy loads. And also for the container, we can provide handle and indents for the loads, and then provide secondary containment for chemicals. So if there any spill, it will contain in this container. And then, for example, they have a special box that can use with the forklift. Okay, so it can help to prevent the injuries. Okay, let's look at this case study about Peter, in which Peter injured his back by moving large drum in which more than 20 kg. And before this, he already have suffered from back problem, but he didn't tell the supervisor that he cannot lift more than 20 kg. So what happened to Peter? He was diagnosed with a torn disc, in which made him admitted to the hospital. So he should be aware, okay, on the weight of the drum, use a proper PPE, and if he cannot handle it, he have to discuss with the supervisor. So these injuries can be prevented. Okay, these are a manual, okay, on the safe handling. All of these are information on the ergonomics, and here are the guidelines in which you can go through, in which we have the standing, sitting, and also the VDUs.